Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your Norwegian cruise experts, and today I have the great pleasure of being on board the beautiful Norwegian Breakaway. Now this ship is a namesake of a class of ships that totals 6. You've got the Breakaway and the Getaway. So this was the one that started all kinds of new innovations for Norwegian cruise lines. You've got the waterfront down below. You're also gonna have lots of cool things like these water slides behind me. Then they evolved to the larger ships, but I've always had a special place in my heart for the Breakaway. She innovated so many ways for the entire cruise industry, and our guests come back time and time again raving about how much fun they've had here on board. Now I'm going to tour every single public space here on board. Keep in mind that we also have all the rooms and suites for you to see on our channel as well. But before we get started, make sure when you're ready to book your next Norwegian, Regent, or Oceania cruise, you do it right on harrtravel.com, or you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel and connect with a travel advisor. We know that we can help craft the cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and of course, you'll get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now, Norwegian's product is unique in the industry. They have an enormous amount of complimentary included options. They also have some amazing upcharge restaurants if you want to have those amazing over-the-top experiences as well. But as you go around this ship, there's family fun for all, there's adult fun for all, and what I know is when there's something for every member of the family, whether it's a multi-generational group with grandma and grandpa all the way down to the little kiddos, or you're just getting away for a fun friends trip, there's something for everyone, and you're sure to have an incredible time here on board. Now we started off right here on the very top of the ship, and you can see behind me the 5 water slides. Now that is a complimentary feature here. Everything up on the pool deck is fun for all. Now you've got 2 racers on this side. You're also gonna have 2 of the drop slides. If you haven't experienced that before, it's pretty incredible. You're standing up there, all of a sudden the floor drops out, you come down, loop all the way up and around, and then you head on down to the bottom deck here. Now behind me, you're gonna find the first of the pools. So there's 2 segments of the large pool here down below. There's also a splash pad, fun area for the littlest kiddos. I know I started traveling on cruise ships when I was really, really little. My daughter started right after she was 6 months old. And of course, my son's gonna hop on as soon as he possibly can as well. But that's a great zone to have. And I love that they have all of the lounge chairs all the way around. So up here on the sun deck, you've got a place where you can sit, lounge, and relax. Down below, if you want a little bit of shade, you can see under the shade structures down there as well. Now I mentioned those first 4 water slides. You also have the blue water slide here. I would say it's a little bit tamer. So once again, there's something for everyone. Now, as we start to head forward, I just wanted to point out that you have a walking and jogging track. It goes all the way around here and loops around. So if you want to head up and walk off dinner, or if you're one of those that likes to get up early in the morning, do a little bit of exercise, it's a perfect spot for that. Now, as we continue along, you can see more of those lounge chairs I was talking about. So they've got them here in the sun. As you see on the other side, they're gonna have more of the loungers as well, so you can take advantage of all of the incredible views. Something that I love about being at sea is that every single day is a little bit different. You wake up in a different spot, you get to explore different destinations, you meet all kinds of new, interesting people. In fact, some of my best friends in the entire world I met on board cruise ships over the years. Now I wanted to take you to the front here because this is actually a DJ booth. So down below me is the main pool deck. So you're gonna find another large pool here right in the middle. You're gonna have hot tubs on either side, and then you've got a large bandstand in the front. For me personally, there's something about hearing those steel drums kicking up as we sail out. Today we're in the port of New Orleans. We'll head on out into the Caribbean. But something about that just makes my blood pressure go down, my smile get big, and know that I'm in my home away from home on board the beautiful Norwegian Breakaway. Now, in addition to having the band playing throughout the day while you're here enjoying the pool, as I mentioned, you've got the DJ booth right behind me because this is one of those places where they'll turn it into a full entertainment zone. Everything around the ship is multi-use. What you're gonna find is that during the day it might be one thing, at night they turn it into a glow party or the white party or something where you can just have an absolute blast together. So once again, you're gonna have seating in the shaded areas on either side. You've got seating up above as well. And then as we continue aft on the pool deck, you're gonna find the sport court. Forward, you'll find Vibe Beach Club and of course the Haven. So now that we step down to the pool deck, you can get a little bit better view of that. So you've got the large pool here. You're also gonna have the shallow entrance on the side. I love that because there's bench seating all the way around. Maybe you don't wanna go into the pool. You can sit there, drink in your hand, put your toes in the water for a nice little cool off and take advantage of the entertainment. You've got the stage just behind me. You're gonna have 2 hot tubs, one on either side of that. And then you also have the larger hot tubs that are flanking the pool on either side as well. Though I know, and you know, the most important part of any pool is, of course, the pool bar. So you're gonna have the Waves pool bar. There's 2 sections of it on either side. There's a ton of bar seating that wrap all the way around. And of course, the best bartenders in the business, they're gonna make you smile, laugh, and they're really gonna deliver incredible service. So you've got sun deck area here as well. They'll put out a bit more loungers. You also have the shade area behind me. And then this will also turn into a bit of a party zone later into the night. Now the Breakaway is all about fun for everyone, and they've got a great full basketball court and sport court up here. Now I grew up traveling on cruise ships, and one of our favorite things to do was come up and play basketball. My dad was a basketball coach for over 40 years. My brother and I both played for him. So it was a big part of our everyday life, and we loved it when we got on board. We could play 3-on-3 tournaments, we could play pickup games, but of course, my dad always had us up here practicing our free throws. Now this is also used by the crew sometimes at night for some fun games of football. Speaking of that, one of the things that's great, they do have the net. Let's see, it's World Cup going on right now. Let's see if I've got, look at that. Look at that, little messy. Well, most of my football shots are messy, if you know what I mean. They also are gonna have a basketball court, as I mentioned. Let's see if I've still got anything going. Oh yeah, hey, it did hit the rim just a little bit there. Well, you guys know what's next. We gotta check. And of course, see if the bank is open. It is a Sunday after all. Yeah, nope, bank's closed, but when everything else isn't working, I gotta channel my inner Rick Barry. No, all right, well, I guess I've just gotta, no? Huh? All right. What do you think, Taylor? Can I get one of them? Yeah, I'm done. Now, one of the coolest features that was put on this ship when it was built was its incredibly extensive ropes course. Now, this was the most extensive ever built at sea when this was done, and it wraps all the way around the sport court. So you'll be able to head up the stairs, be able to walk through several different beam structures. You can head over here, there's a zip line one way, you'll come back and zip the other. And one of my favorite features is you can even walk the plank. Now don't worry, you'll have a harness on, it's an absolute blast. But this is one of those activities you definitely don't want to miss out on. Of course, you can imagine being out to sea. You're there in the middle of the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, whatever it is. You get the best views in the entire world because you're up on the very top of the ship, and in some cases, right off the edge. So now we're in the very aft of the ship where adults can be adults. This is the Spice H2O 18 and up area. Now it's a diverse zone, so it's used throughout the day. What you're gonna see on this side is they have a water feature, so it's a great place to cool off, especially when you're in the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, one of the hotter climates, and it wraps all the way around to the side. Over here, you're gonna see that you have a hot tub. You also are gonna have a shower. You have that on the opposite side as well. And then you're gonna have upper seating areas and lower seating areas. Now they'll set this all up with lounge chairs during the day, but you'll notice behind me you have a large screen and you have all the different lights. So they'll use this for different kinds of parties. Now sometimes in the evening, every once in a while, the early evening, they'll do a family party. It's a great blast, wonderful time with everybody. But most of the time, once again, this is just for adults. So they'll set it up, they'll have different theme parties here as well. They'll get the music rocking, you can do some dancing, and then of course, tucked all the way in the corner, you're gonna find a full bar, and they'll provide full bar service throughout the day and late into the night. This is another one of those areas that's great for events. In fact, when we've set up some different corporate events over the years, this is that spot where it's perfect to set up that company time where you can get away and have a blast. Now, I did want to point out on the far side of the bar, wrapped around the corner there, that's going to be one of those outdoor smoking areas. I like that they provide that, and I also like that it's tucked away and in the open air. Now, one of the delicious specialty restaurant options here on board is the American Diner. I know I love coming here with my family because they have something for everyone. You're gonna find the classic dishes, those cheeseburgers. In fact, the crispy chicken sandwich is one of my favorite in the entire industry. In fact, I crave it when I get off the ship. Now, what you're gonna find here is a large seating area. So it's indoor-outdoor feel. So you are outdoors, but it's all covered from the weather. You're gonna find that you have tables for 2, 4, you're also gonna have the high top tables on the far side. And then as we head further along, you're gonna find the full bar setup. Now, once again, this is a specialty restaurant, so you can use the specialty package. You can also pay a la carte. Now, one of my favorite things to get is the milkshake. So they'll make some absolutely delicious milkshakes over here. Once again, you can have them at any of the seating areas, but it's that classic Americana, the pork ribs. You also have some great fish options as well. Now, one of the things that I also like is the open kitchen concept. There's something about heading into a restaurant, getting hit with that wave of delicious smells. So you're gonna see they're gonna be grilling up all of your favorites here. All the kids are gonna love it, the grown-ups are gonna love it. And once again, if you wanna belly up to the bar and have a great drink, you can do that here as well. Now, we just stepped up a deck and we're heading forward on the ship, and you're gonna find quite a bit more sun deck space here. That's something I've always appreciated about this ship, is you have quite a bit of space to spread out if you love some fun in the sun. Now, up at the top, you're gonna find lounge chairs. Now, they're gonna set up quite a few more loungers up here, and what you'll see is that you essentially have access to the entire port side of the ship. So the loungers are gonna run all the way around to the front. You also have these great windbreaks that are set up because, of course, when you're at the front of the ship, you've got the wind coming towards you. So once again, a ton of space in the front. And then I wanted to wrap around to the side here. You've got some great lounge style spaces. I did want to point out that they do have restrooms up here, including an accessible restroom. And then you're gonna find the bar. Now, I love sitting at the bar. You get great camaraderie. Of course, it's the crew members that make the entire ship experience. This is a beautiful ship. I love cruise ships in general, but without the crew, it's just a big piece of metal. The crew is the heart and soul. They're the ones that make it all happen. And of course, the bartenders are here to keep you smiling, to keep you laughing, and keep those drinks flowing. Now, I think this is a really great spot to talk a little bit about the inclusions with Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, virtually all of our customers do the free at sea promotion. This means that you're gonna get included beverage package, you get some dining options, you're also gonna get some included Wi-Fi and shore excursion options. Those are discounts, keep in mind. But of course, the reason that you work with a travel advisor like the experts here at Harr Travel is so we can navigate through all of that for you. Every single person is different, every single person's needs are different, so you let your advisor know what you personally prefer, and maybe you wanna go all the way up and do a bit of an upgrade so that you can have that top shelf drinks all the way throughout. Or maybe you just want some of the complimentary exclusions. Our goal is to guide you through the process from start to finish and make sure that you get exactly what you want, so when you head on board, you're gonna have an amazing time. Now, I did want to point out, as I said earlier, you've got all kinds of complimentary options. You can go on a cruise and not spend another penny, but of course, you can upgrade as well. Now, I'm going to take you up to the sun deck here, and I just wanted to point out Vibe Beach Club is just next. So this is a complimentary option. We'll head up and see more of that, and then we're going to head into the premium Vibe Beach Club. Now, we just stepped up the stairs to the very top of the ship here. This is all going to be a relaxation sun deck zone. So you'll see here that you've got all kinds of loungers. Of course, this is turnaround day. We're here early in the morning. They're gonna set all of this up in a bit when they get ready to sail out. So you're gonna have sun deck all around here. As we wrap further forward, you're also gonna have some great sun deck space towards the middle part of the ship. Now, what I love about this is there's an enormous amount of space dedicated to complimentary options. Once again, all of this lounge space anybody can enjoy. Of course, they're also going to provide drink service up here as well. And just for fun, as we continue to head back towards the middle of the ship, it's also a great spot for people watching and seeing what's going on the ship. So as you get further forward, you're going to get more of that overflow from the bandstand down below. You can see the pool from here as well, those hot tubs, and you also get a great view of the marketplace and the pool bars. You've got the water slides in the distance. You're also going to have the ropes course behind me as well. But once again, if you're looking for a place in the sun, you can find it right here. If you want a little bit of shade, all you got to do is step down a deck and you're going to have covered areas to enjoy. Now up here, I wanted to point out one of the brand new features on board this ship, and it's something that I may be most excited about. What you're gonna see is these new contraptions. It's gonna be part of the Starlink internet system. So it wraps all the way around. There's quite a few of the different hubs here. They're gonna utilize that to tap into the Starlink internet. Now, satellite internet on a cruise ship has always been a bit slower than what you find on land. What you're gonna see here is it's gonna really pick up the speed. Now, I oftentimes work on a cruise ship, and I hope you don't have to, but what you're gonna find is if you can connect to home, right? You can check in on the kids, the dog. Of course, I always love FaceTiming the dog. You're gonna be able to connect with everyone. You're gonna enjoy your vacation. You can also put that phone down, dig in, and enjoy everything on the ship. Now, the Vibe Beach Club is an adult-only experience here on board, and it is an upgrade. Now, it's incredibly popular, and it sells out every single cruise because they limit the amount of passes that they sell. Now, generally, you can pre-book these. Of course, you can also purchase it on board if it's still available. Now, you're gonna find that it's a premium experience from start to finish. You have the nice, thick, padded loungers here. As they continue along, you're gonna find more padded loungers. They've got them looking out the side of the ship so you can take advantage of those incredible, ever-changing ocean views. And then you can see it wraps all the way around to the back there, and you're gonna have the umbrellas. Now, you'll see that you have a bar here as well. They're gonna provide bar service throughout the entire area. They have quite a few bar seating options. They're also gonna have some TVs. In fact, it's one of my favorite places to watch the game. Now, the reason that this is so popular is it's a place, like I said, where you can get away and adults can be adults. I know my wife and I, when we're traveling with our kiddos, I love that idea where they can go have a blast in the kids club. They can be playing at the splash pad, maybe with grandpa, and we can be up here relaxing because a family vacation is all about finding something for everyone. And this is that spot where adults can be adults. Now, as we continue to head forward, you're gonna find more of the comfy loungers here. And then just behind us is the Haven. Now, the Vibe is not included with the Haven, but I talked about premium experiences, and the Haven is the over-the-top, suite-only ship-within-a-ship experience here. I'm gonna take you in there in just a minute, but I wanted to take you through the rest of the Vibe Beach Club first. Now, in addition to all of this, they're also gonna have some really unique cabanas. Now, these cabanas, like I mentioned, do come at an additional cost, but it's a really unique experience. If you're looking for something that's just for you, you're gonna see you have a double lounger here. You're also gonna have an area for drinks. They're gonna provide unique service here as well. You can take advantage of the incredible, ever-changing ocean views and just have a nice, relaxing, romantic place away. My wife and I love to do a cabana on one of the days. It's really relaxing. We can chill, but of course, take advantage of everything on the rest of the ship. Now, one last feature I wanted to take you to is the hot tubs. I love the Vibe Beach Club. It's a self-contained area, once again, for adults. Let's check those out. Now, just behind me, you're gonna find the showstopper. It's the two large jacuzzi hot tubs. Now, they are covered up here, so you're gonna have the hot tubs, those incredible views, the cabanas, all of the different seating areas, the bar, and top-notch service. Once again, this will sell out. Sometimes it sells out even before the cruise starts, so make sure you don't forget to upgrade if this is on your list. So now we're stepping just inside my happy place, my home away from home, the Haven. Now, we'll stop right here at the concierge desk because they're gonna be able to do so much for you throughout your cruise here on board the beautiful Norwegian Breakaway. Now, your Haven experience will start even before you arrive. Of course, your Harr travel advisor can connect you with the concierge team. They can guide you through the process so you get the most value for your money. And here on board, this team is gonna coordinate with your butler to make sure and take care of all the details for you. So when you step on board, if you wanna check on your dining, your entertainment, things like that, they're gonna be able to handle that. Now, right around the corner, there is a stairway that goes down one deck so that you can access the Haven from inside there because you have a key card access on the outside. Once again, this is only space for Haven guests. You're also gonna have a couple restrooms there. You've got an accessible one and then another restroom to the side. Now, as we head into the lounge space, you're gonna see that it really opens up. So in here, it's that perfect place to sit and relax. Maybe you're heading out for an excursion. Maybe you want a place to read. There's lots of things that you could do right here. It's also perfect for pre-dinner. Now, what you're gonna also find in the lounge is you have a full bar. Now, it's not just any bar. So these are some of the best bartenders in the entire industry. In fact, we have a lot of guests that actually follow their favorite bartenders from ship to ship. You're gonna see that they have the full bar set up here. And then of course, as a Haven guest, you're gonna have a beverage package. Once again, your Harr travel advisor will guide you through that. But you can imagine this is a great place to be. Once again, they have the best bartenders in the business. Now on the far side here, you're gonna find even more lounge space where you can sit, relax with friends and family. And then next up, we're gonna head directly into the Haven restaurant. Now, the Haven restaurant is a highly upgraded, exceptional dining experience. So if you're staying in the Haven, you can access this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day. They're gonna have a plated a la carte menu so you can take advantage of lots of wonderful choices. Over there on the buffet line, for breakfast, they'll also have some buffet options if you want something a little quicker, grab and go. But of course, you can sit here, relax, and enjoy the delicious meals. Now, as we head further in, you're going to see that you have a variety of tables for 2, 4. They can put them together for larger family groups as well. They have a few over by the window as well as all of the seating throughout the space. They're going to also utilize the courtyard area kind of as an overflow, but it's a great place for breakfast. They'll also utilize that for meals as well, so it expands it and you have some beautiful ambiance there. So now we're in the Haven courtyard area, and what you're going to find right down the middle is the pool. So once again, this is all part of that Haven complex where only Haven guests can access. You've got a pool on the far side. You also have these loungers that are in the water, so it's really shallow right here. It's deeper on the far side. But I love that idea that you can sit, lounge, and put your toes in the water. Now on either side, you're gonna find a jacuzzi hot tub. And then also, just for perspective, what you're gonna see is you do have hallways on either side there. Those are leading into the deck 16 suites. So you'll find those top suites at the very front, just behind. Now in here, you also have these cabana areas. You're also gonna see some of the dining. Once again, they're just setting up for breakfast there. You can utilize this space as the Haven restaurant in addition. You also have some quick grab and go options if you'd like. Now, one of the things that's great about this is you do have a dome up above. So if you have inclement weather, they can utilize this space still. And of course, if you have a beautiful day, all they have to do is open that up. You can dine al fresco and of course have access to the pool. Now, as we step up one deck, you're also gonna have seating areas up above. Let's head up there and check it out. Up just one level in the courtyard area, you're gonna find a relaxation zone. So you've got these really nice, large, comfortable loungers all the way along the side on this side, all the way along the other side, and around the front area as well. You've got some cabanas. You also have some seating areas here. And of course, they will extend drink service up here as well. So this is that place where you can step up a few steps, once again, and get that great relaxation. Now, this entire area is climate controlled. This ship was designed to sail in diverse weather areas, whether it's out of New York in the winter or whether it's out of Florida in the summer. They have all of that covered for you because you have air conditioning and you have heat in here. Now, once again, this is all part of that courtyard complex. You can see the pool right down below me with the hot tubs, and then you can also see the Magradome up above that does open up. Now, in addition to that, you're also going to have the adults only sun deck. So these areas down below here, they are family friendly. So if you're traveling with the kiddos, that's perfectly fine for them to utilize them. But they also have a great adults only area. We'll step out there in just a moment. Just forward of the courtyard pool area, you're also gonna find a spa area. So this is unique to the Getaway, the Breakaway, and actually the brand new Prima and Viva have it as well. So you're gonna find a sauna just behind me, and then there's also going to be 2 treatment rooms. So you can have spa treatments without leaving the Haven at all. In fact, let me take you inside. You'll find that here you've got one of the couples treatment rooms. You can imagine having that just a few steps away from where you're sleeping is such a wonderful treat. You can head back to your room afterwards when you're done. Once again, these do fill up pretty quick, so make sure when you make your spa reservations, you let them know you want to do the treatment right here in the Haven. Now, just outside the climate-controlled Magradome, you're gonna find the adults-only sun deck part of the Haven. Now, in this case, it's 16 and up. It's gonna be a really quiet, relaxing area. So you've got day beds. You're also gonna find extra comfy loungers. And of course, they can put up the umbrellas for you if you'd like. Now, tucked on the far side, you're gonna find a bigger shade structure. So once again, if you wanna be out of the sun, that's the perfect spot for you. More of those comfy day beds. And then as we continue to head forward, you're gonna find more of the comfy loungers. Now, at the very, very front, I did want to point out that they do have a smoking area for Haven guests tucked away, but all of this area is part of that Haven complex. Now, when you're looking for the ultimate upgraded cruise experience, that ship within a ship experience, it's really hard to go wrong with the Haven. Our guests come back time and time again, and I'm constantly blown away how our guests will move around. Maybe they'll head on Regent, which is a sister brand if they want that true 6-star experience for the whole ship, but when traveling with family, or they just want a little bit of a livelier experience, they come here and enjoy all of the luxury that comes with the Haven. The butlers, of course, are amazing, the concierge staff, the bar, the restaurant, the pool area, and to cap it off, this wonderful sun deck. Now we're headed into the Garden Cafe. Now this is the classic buffet style option here on board. Now you can enter from the front part of the ship walking aft. You can also head directly up from the aft elevator bank, and you'll actually be right in the middle of the Garden Cafe. Now you're gonna have hand washing stations here as you enter, and then I'm gonna take you around to the side. Now it's a really spread out space intentionally. Those who are looking for a very casual dining experience, it's absolutely perfect for that. You're gonna have high top tables here. I did wanna point out, I absolutely love this massive gingerbread house setup. I know the kids really, really enjoy that. And of course, because it's the holidays, they're doing special things like that around the entire ship. Now on the far side here, you're gonna find some salads. You also have some hot entrees. My tip is to head all the way back. That's where you're gonna find that seating, especially on the first day, but you can see all the food options, grab a seat, and then come back forward and grab what you like. Now I did want to point out the most important part of the ship. Now it's not the rudder, it's not the engine, it's not even the captain. We all know what it is. It's the soft serve ice cream machine. And I think we've got time for one or two, right? So they have the swirl right here in the middle. Let's see. We'll start off with a little vanilla. Whoop, need a little more than that. And then we're gonna have next a little bit of chocolate. See, I've got a lot of experience. Catching, all right, let's go. And instead of doing the amateur swirl, you put them together, and there you go. I'm gonna need a few minutes. Now the thing that you're gonna find about this buffet is that they have redundancy on either side. So it's a really nice large space. You're gonna have seating wrapped all the way around, so you can take advantage of those incredible ocean views. So here is one of the salad stations. I think there's 4 or 5 spread throughout. You've got the carving station, so they're always gonna have a different meat option there. Today it's a strip loin with au jus. Then you have pot roast. Lots of different great hot options, some bourbon chicken. I love that baked leek and potato gratin. And then they also have a soup station. In this case, they're making the soup to order, so you have a couple different broths to choose from, and they also have some toppings that you can add on. Now, as we continue to head aft on the ship, you're gonna find the bakery, so you've got some rolls options. You also have some different charcuterie style options, meats and cheeses. Now, I did want to point out the beverage station. You're gonna find several of these, not just in the buffet, but around the ship. This is all complimentary. So you're gonna have coffee here, you also have milk, and then you even have an espresso maker that you can use to make your own coffees. My favorite thing is, of course, the hot chocolate. Now, my daughter and I always stop by here all the time. They've got some delicious Nestle hot chocolate. And there's never a bad time of day to have that. You've got ice and water, and then you also have the Nestle Vitality waters here. So right now they have lemonade, tropical mango, strawberry kiwi, and iced tea. For breakfast, this is where you're gonna find orange juice, apple juice, sometimes grapefruit juice. Now continuing along, you have another soup station. So these are pre-made soups. It looks like today you're gonna have shrimp and corn chowder, and then you've got some chicken consomme options. But in addition to having the soft serve ice cream, they also have a wide variety of complimentary ice cream here as well. Now, I love that. I love that they have a lot of options. Some other ships you'll find where these are for sale. So you've got some sorbet options. You're looking for something that's non-dairy. You're also gonna have vanilla, chocolate, all the classics. But they'll also mix it up throughout the day. And my daughter has become a lover of all kinds of sorbets and sherbet. So we have to stop by to try them all. They've got some brittles here, once again, festive for the holiday season. You also have more desserts that you can grab and a wide variety of different fruits. Now, as we continue to head further back, we're gonna find an Asian station. Once again, they rotate, so it's a little bit different each and every single day. Today, it looks like you got that ginger beef stir fry. It's one of those boarding day classics. In fact, I'm ready to come back and eat here. These chefs are incredible. You also are gonna have some Indian options. One of the things that I've found lately on board Norwegian is they have some of the best Indian food around. If you love it, you're absolutely gonna enjoy it here. They even can do special meal options for Indian families. We had some Indian families that really select and request specific options. They've done some great jobs with that over the time as well. Now you've got the classic grill where you're gonna find the burgers, you've got chicken, you've got hot dogs and French fries. And then finally, you've got a Caesar salad station, and you also have a pizza station. Now I wanted to point out you've got more seating once again all the way along the windows, booth style seating, tables for 2, tables for 4, and they have seating all the way in the very back of the ship as well. I always start here personally. I go to the very, very back. This is where we put our stuff down. And then now that I've seen everything, I know exactly what I want to grab. Now right here, you've got a variety of Indian options. I mentioned that just a minute ago. They've got several different kinds of dal. They've got roti. They've got different mixed vegetables, but really absolutely delicious. Now, as we wrap around, there's a continuation. Once again, I mentioned that there's multiple salad bars. So you've got another salad bar here. You have another one of the most valuable persons or things on board. You get another soft serve ice cream, and then a beverage station. Now, as we wrap around to the other side of the ship, you'll see exactly what you saw on this side. That way they can spread people out. You can grab exactly what you want. Everybody can have exactly what they want. Head, find the perfect seat for you, and enjoy. Now on the opposite side of the noodle station, you're gonna find that they have a pasta station here. I wanted to point that out because you'll always find Taylor here. You can make your own pasta, tell them exactly what you like, and they'll make it for you fresh. Now I wanted to point out that right now we're just starting lunch service. It's gonna be a completely different menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day. So for breakfast, they've got made to order egg stations. You can get omelets, things like that. They'll have all of your favorite pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage, a wide variety to choose from. Now, in addition to all of the seating on the sides, you're also gonna have overflow seating out to the front of the area as well. So you've got a drink station out there. You're gonna have all the different tables to utilize as you like. Also, there's a bar right at the entrance, so it's outside, but there's another bar all the way in the back here. You've got the Garden Cafe bar, fantastic bartender, but if you're looking for something a little bit away from everybody else, this is a great place to grab that. So now we're headed into the Splash Academy, and this is the zone that's all about kids. Now there's 3 separate areas. You're gonna have Guppies for the littlest kiddos, the Splash Academy, which we're heading into now, and then Entourage Teen Club. Now what I wanted to talk about is why this is such a critical space. I'm a parent, I've got 2 kiddos. I love going on a cruise because there's something for everyone. And what I know is if every member of the family is happy, it's sure to be an incredible family vacation. One of my very first cruises almost 30 years ago was on Norwegian Cruise Lines, and now my kiddos are here on board enjoying their time as well. Now, one of the things that's big to understand is that they've changed it up a little bit where it's much more about interests and what kids want to do rather than strictly on age group, and I absolutely love it. Just like this incredible ship is filled with all kinds of activities for adults, teens, and kids, like the ropes course, the water slides, the comedy club, the shows. In here, they've divided it up so you can do what you want when you want. Now we're gonna start right here at the entryway. So you're gonna wanna come here the very first day when you board. It's really important that you do that. You're gonna check the kids in. You're gonna let them know who can check them in and out. Safety is absolutely paramount. So when we do it, I'll come on board. I'll sign up my mom and dad. If we have close friends or family members that are traveling with us, that way they can check the kids in and out. Maybe my wife and I can go have an incredible dinner at Cagney's Steakhouse. My dad can come pick my daughter up, take her back to the room. They can have a great time. We can have a great time as well. So once again, you're gonna check them in and out here. You'll also see that there's a couple gates, once again, all about safety. Now I'm gonna take you upstairs in just a minute, but let's start right here heading into Splash Academy itself. Now the lower area, this large area here is dedicated to arts and crafts and creative types of fun. This is probably where you're gonna find my daughter most of the time. She absolutely loves to do all the different crafts. In fact, every time we'd come back and pick her up, she'd have some fun art to take with her. So you see that there's cabinets lining all the way around. That's where you're gonna find the supplies, whether it's making lanyards, once again, doing some coloring or painting, even some model magic. There's a lot of fun for them to have here. Now there's a lot of space dedicated to that. You'll see that it really opens up. They're gonna have the furniture that's smaller for the kiddos. In fact, right here, we're on turnaround day, meaning it's boarding day. So they've got it set up so you can check in and learn about the programs. You're gonna see that they have the bathrooms inside the area. I love that they have those individual bathrooms here so the kiddos can use that. Of course, they have the washing stations as well. Now, as we continue further in, I'm gonna head right around the corner. Did wanna point out that they do have an accessible restroom in here, which is a wonderful feature. And then we're gonna step into the movie room. So you see that they have bean bags, they've got chairs, quite a few TVs. Once again, this is where you can sit and relax. Now, a lot of times the kids are gonna go back and forth, maybe different kinds of zones. They're gonna get really excited in the active zone upstairs, maybe come down here and chill. In fact, let's head upstairs and see what that's about. Now we just stepped up a deck to the other part of the Splash Academy. Now the first area here is the video game zone. In fact, I kind of wish I could play here, but they're gonna absolutely love it. In fact, my daughter, the last time we came home, she had some video games in mind that she may have wanted to ask Santa for. You'll see all these great decorations. Once again, we're heading into the holiday season here. It's gonna change throughout with the themes. But in here you have quite a few different video game options. So you'll see you have these areas where you've got 3 rockers, the sofas, wrapped all the way around to the far corner as well. And then as we head around even further, you're gonna find a few more video game zones as well. As we step through the door, we're now into the dynamic zone. Now this is that activity zone. I can picture my little nephew running around, having all kinds of fun, playing the different soccer games. Sometimes they'll set up bowling, hula hoops, all kinds of active things. Whether your kid's left brain, right brain, super active, or loves to chill, there's something for them here. So now we're just inside Guppies. This is for the littlest cruisers. under 3 down to 6 months old. Now what this really is a play zone. It's not a drop-off area, so they open it up throughout the day, and what you're gonna be able to do is come and play with your little kiddos. I know when my daughter was under 3 before she could go to the Splash Academy, this is a spot that we used quite a bit. We can come, hang out. They've got all kinds of different toys, lots of fun that can be had in here. Once again, it's important for every member of the family to have something. So now we just headed into the Entourage Teen Club. Now teens are oftentimes the hardest audience on board to please. I know that for a fact. I was a middle and high school teacher for over a decade, but I also know that if every single member of the family is happy, you're gonna have that incredible family fun vacation. Now this is for the 13 to 17-year-olds on board, and they're gonna have lots of different options. So every single night they'll do a theme party. On the far side here, they have a full dance floor. You can see they have the screen up there. They've got all the lights. They've got the DJ spinning. They're also gonna do all those fun theme parties, once again, to make it different each and every single time. Now, in addition to that, this is just a great place for them to come, connect with new friends, have a lot of fun, or chill. You've got an air hockey table. They'll do tournaments and things like that. Over here, you've got video game stations, so they wrap all the way around this side. You're gonna see that they have those Nintendo Switches. I think they've got 5 separate stations here. They also have a lounge area where they can sit back and chill, and then right around the corner, you're gonna find a foosball table. Now, it is important to understand that this isn't necessarily a drop-off zone. Teenagers can check themselves in and out. So you're gonna be able to set all of that up when you arrive here on board. Make sure you stop by, meet the counselors, learn about the program, but I know they're gonna have an absolute blast. Now, a spot where everyone can have fun is the arcade. So this is where you can play all of those classic arcade games. They've got the different games that you can get tickets, win prizes. You've got air hockey, skee ball, all of those classics. They even have a new version of air hockey here, the claw games, and then wrapped all the way around the side, they've got the racing games and even some virtual reality style experiences. Now this does come at an additional cost, so it is important that you talk to the kiddos or the dads sometimes as well, so that you understand what those are. Now they do offer some unlimited passes. If you're one that loves to have an absolute blast and play games all the time, you may want to check into getting one of those. Now my all-time favorite is of course basketball. Let's see. Oh well, gotta get a little more arc there. Yeah, 0 for 2, that's about right. Now as a dad with smaller kids, this is my absolute favorite game. It's Plucky Duck. It's one of those claw games, but one of the fun things is you go until you win. So every single time that you play it, you're gonna win, which once again, for the smaller kiddos, it really goes a long way. As we head forward on the ship, you're gonna find several spots dedicated to health and wellness. So you'll have the Mandara Spa, but first we're gonna head into the Pulse Fitness Center. Now it's on both sides of the ship, so we'll head first in to the cardio room. So you're gonna find a ton of cardio equipment in here. You have a full-size gym. Once again, everything that you would expect for your gym at home. So they've got fitness consulting on the far side. You can do personal training. That comes at an additional cost, but they also can do body composition analysis, things along those lines as well. So there is a ton of aerobic equipment. You're gonna have treadmills all along the side here. You've got quite a few treadmills looking out so you can take advantage of those ever-changing ocean views. And then over on the other side here, you're gonna find that you have a ton of ellipticals. Tucked right around the corner, you're gonna have a few bikes, and then you also have a rowing machine. Now let's head over to the other side. Over here, you're gonna find your free weights and your circuit equipment. They have a ton of equipment. It's all from Techno Gym. So in the far corner, you're gonna have some free weights areas. And then as you wrap all the way around, you're gonna have different styles of circuit equipment. You've got leg presses. You've got all kinds of different things so you can work every part of your body. Now, if you go all the way forward, you're gonna find that you have a pulley machine over here as well. More of the free weights. You got a Smith machine as well. And then all the way along here, you're gonna find the different dumbbells. Tucked just behind the free weights, you're gonna find the aerobic room. So it's a really nice large space. You've got mirrors all along the far wall with a bar. They can do just about any type of class in here. So they'll do different aerobics classes. They'll also do yoga and stretching. They even have their fight club where you can take advantage of the Everlast equipment over tucked in the corner. They'll do some classes in here as well, but you can come in and use this space anytime you'd like if they're not having classes. You'll see that they have the yoga mats over here. They also have the foam rollers. It's really nice to take advantage of those, especially after getting off a flight. To complement the aerobic studio, they also have a spin room. So if you like spinning at home, you want to try it for the first time, what I love about it is you got the big screen in front of you, you've got the coach, it's very motivating, and if you like that type of exercise, it really gets you going, you get to compete with other people, also have that camaraderie of exercising together. Continuing forward, we'll find the Mandara Spa. Now you've got the check-in desk right here. I highly recommend that you stop by on the very first day of your cruise. They're gonna provide tours of the spa. You can see what it's all about. But keep in mind, booking those spa treatments early really does help you get exactly what you want. They've got a full array to choose from, and sea days are the most popular days because, of course, port days, a lot of times people are off the ship. So make sure you plan accordingly. Head up here. Once again, this is where you're also going to check in when you start your spa treatments. You'll find quite a bit of retail up here. A lot of times people do like to purchase items that they take advantage of as home. They can stock up at those duty-free prices. Now, before we head all the way into the spa, we're gonna start with the barber shop and salon. So tucked over to the side here, you're gonna find the barber shop. Now, this is one of those NCL signatures. It's where gentlemen can get a shave. Of course, you can get a haircut. They also have some facials and different options as well. One of the things I love about a cruise is everybody can get something that they absolutely appreciate. So you've got the gentleman on one side, and then on the other side, you're gonna find the full service salon. Once again, you can make the appointments here. This is also where you're gonna check in. And in the salon, they're gonna have several hair stations. Of course, you can get the same hair treatments that you can get at home, whether you want a revolutionary new style, or you just wanna get done up to head out and enjoy this incredible vessel. So they've got the hair wash station here. They're gonna have several hair stations over here and on the other side. And then tucked right around the corner on this side, you're gonna find a couple stations that they utilize for the teeth whitening and other different ionothermy treatments. Now let's head to the opposite side. On this side, you're gonna find the manicure and pedicure stations. So you've got two massage chairs here with the really nice large basins. I love that because they even fit my size 15 feet. And then over on the other side, you're gonna find the manicure station. What I like about both of these is they're positioned perfectly where you can take advantage of those ever-changing ocean views. One of the big hits here on the Breakaway has always been the thermal suite. It's a really large space. It's the very front of the ship. It takes up the whole width of the ship. And the idea is where you can get away, relax, and have that spa atmosphere. Now you'll find that they have a ton of these really large, comfy padded chairs. So you're gonna find them along the front of the ship. You can take advantage of those beautiful views. You can also find them on the side, taking out the side-facing views. But it's more than just a place to relax and lounge. It's also a place where you can get that full spa experience. So you'll see the thermal suite pools are over here. You've got a hot tub, you've got a pool. In there, you're gonna have all kinds of different circuit options. They've got the jets, they've got the waterfall, that's really good for your back. And then on the far side, they also have that therapy treatment area where you can sit back, relax, or take advantage of a full circuit. Now, in addition to that, you also have these stone loungers. I love these. I've had back issues for quite some time. They're nice and heated, they're ergonomic, so you can sit, relax, and it really does warm up your back. Now, in addition to all of that, you're gonna have a few more options in here that you would expect from a thermal suite. So the first one is the Cenarium. Now, this is essentially a sauna with a little bit of humidity. And what you're gonna find here is you have a bit of an area where you can do circuits. So you've got the Cenarium, right next to it, you're gonna find the sauna. So that's a traditional dry sauna that you can head into. Continuing along, you're also gonna have the salt bath. So they've got the Himalayan salt on the walls in there all around. So it's meant to be a bit detoxifying, and also it allows you to essentially remineralize. Now, in between, you're gonna find a couple rain showers. So you've got the rainfall shower head up above, so you can rinse off before and after you head into the pool. You can also, of course, enjoy a nice soak in there. And then the final stop is the steam room. So in there, you're gonna find quite a bit of humidity. You can see how this all works together. You've got the dry salt bath, you've got the steam room, the Cenarium, and the sauna. So you can work back and forth, or you can just plop down, grab a book, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, it is important to understand that this is an extra cost unless you've purchased a spa balcony, a spa club balcony, or one of the spa haven suites. In that case, it is included for the duration of your cruise. These do go fast, so when you get here on board, make sure you stop by if you want to purchase a thermal suite pass. Now, the spa treatment rooms and relaxation room are one floor down from the main entry area. This is where your spa journey is going to start. What you'll see in here is you have quite a few different loungers, so they're really nice, extra padded and comfortable. You even have a reading light there, and the idea behind it is this is where you can come and get yourself in that Zen mindset so that you can have the best possible treatment. They'll give you a little bit of paperwork so your therapist can get to know you, what you like, what you don't like, and then you also can take advantage of this area over here where you're gonna have teas, water, and infused water in addition to some fruits. So once again, you can start your journey here. You can also come here for a little bit of relaxation after you wrap up your treatment, though you may want to head back up and book another one. Now we're inside one of the double treatment rooms here on board. There's quite a few different options that you can choose from. I know my wife and I love to go get a couples treatment. This is that perfect opportunity. The kiddos can head up to the kids club, enjoy their time. We can head down and do a bit of relaxation. Now you can do a seaweed wrap, you can do massages. All the different treatments are available to you. And they also have some unique couples options. You can see here they've got the 2 tubs. They also have the shower wrapped right around the corner. And then of course the 2 massage tables. Now we're in one of the single treatment rooms here on board. Now you have a wide variety of options to choose from. Now keep in mind they do have a full Medi-Spa experience. You can also take advantage of the acupuncture. Personally, I love that. When you're traveling, maybe in Europe after a long flight, being able to decompress but also treat some pain management is a really nice option. But here they're also going to have all the traditional spa treatments. My personal favorite is that hot stone massage. I also like the bamboo massage, deep tissue. They also have a wide variety of wraps and facials. Once again, it's a world-class spa. All the things that you love at your spa at home, you can do here on vacation. Sit back, relax, and have an incredible time. So now I'm just inside the studio lounge. I have always loved the concept that Norwegian has really thought about solo travelers. Oftentimes, it's a group of travelers that are left out in cruising because most of the time you pay double for your cabin. Now, in addition to having studio rooms for solo travelers that are priced appropriately for one traveler, you're also going to have access to this wonderful lounge experience. It allows solo travelers to gather together. You can have a wonderful shared experience. You see that you have a bar here. You're also going to have some complimentary features with the espresso maker. You also have some different cakes and cookies, and they'll mix those up throughout the day. There's orange juice and water right now for breakfast. Once again, they'll mix that up. Now you have a wine dispenser over on the side. And one really cool feature is you actually have a balcony up above. So there's lounge style seating up above there, that's deck 11. So if you are on deck 11 and you're utilizing that, keep in mind that it's gonna be a stairway down to deck 10. So if the stairway is an issue for you, my recommendation would be to book one of the studios here on 10. Once again, a beautiful space, lots of little seating areas where you can get away. They even have a message board where you can tell people maybe you're gathering together for a specific event. And there's also a television there once again. Cruising is all about sharing the experience, and this allows solo travelers, if you want, to participate in a more social experience. Now we're getting ready to start off the 6, 7, and 8 complex. Now this is the heart of the ship on the interior spaces, and what you're going to find first is La Cucina. Now La Cucina is that classic Italian specialty restaurant option. You could take advantage of your included specialty restaurant depending on the package you book. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, you can also upgrade that. Now over here, you're gonna find that little bit of a style of an indoor-outdoor dining, even though it's all inside. But they do have the waterfront as well, and I'll take you out there in a second. So you're gonna have all kinds of wonderful Italian options to choose from, whether you have that perfect pasta in mind, all those delicious antipastis and appetizers, and you can see it's a really large restaurant. It's incredibly popular. Most guests do choose this as one of their specialty dining options. Now it wraps all the way around the backside there here. You can see that you have tables of 2, 4, 6. They can make larger ones as well. And of course, the sommeliers are happily to pair a perfect wine option with a delicious steak or whatever it is that you're choosing. Now you can see here that they also have some pizza ovens. They have some delicious options when it comes to that as well. And then they'll set this up as well as a little bit of a buffet so you can see some options here. Now what makes this deck really unique is of course the waterfront. It's that true indoor-outdoor dining experience that this ship really debuted. If you look back almost 10 years ago when this ship was built, it didn't really exist in the industry, and now virtually every cruise line is copying that. And you know, copying is the best form of flattery. It's been such a big hit. They've brought it to all of their ships, and the brand new Norwegian Prima even doubles down on that with the Ocean Boulevard. We've got all the rooms and suites on the Prima and the full ship tour if you want to check that out, in addition to all the other Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships. Let's head outside and see what that's about. So now we've stepped just outside. You can really see how expansive this restaurant is. So you've got more seating here that's under the awning. You've got more seating that extends out. This is my favorite place to sit. We're going to be sailing away here in just a few moments. You can imagine this evening having beautiful ambiance, incredible ocean views, that fresh ocean air, and having a delicious Italian meal. Now it extends all the way forward and all the way aft as well. This is a beautiful Italian option if you're looking for a specialty upgrade. Opposite of La Cucina, you're gonna find Malting's Whiskey Bar. Now this is an incredibly popular option here on board. They have a vast variety of whiskeys. They're absolutely delicious. They'll even do whiskey tastings. Now you can see some plaid style furniture here. It's really a loungy area. You're gonna have sofas and chairs over on the far side as well, and then even a few more tucked away. Now you've got the full bar experience here. It's not just whiskey. They're gonna have a full bar. You're gonna find all of your favorite mixed drinks, of course beers and wines, and a full variety of spirits. They've got several on tap as well. And one of the unique options here is in addition to being an indoor space, it's also an outdoor space. Tucked just to the side, you're gonna find the Humidor Cigar Lounge. So if you love a stogie, they have a variety to choose from. Of course, you can purchase those. You can even bring your own on board if you'd like, but this is that place where you can tuck around. Now it is cigar smoking only, it's not an area for cigarette smoking, but it's kind of a semi-sophisticated style den. You can imagine having that at home like a library and having a smoking room. That's really what this is all about. Now I mentioned that there was an outdoor area outside of Malting's. I just wanted to take you out to the bar. Now it's a great space. Once again, you get that fresh ocean air that this space is all about. You're gonna have bar style seating wrapped around. Amazing bartenders here. They've got the full variety. And I used to be a bartender back in the day. In my 20s, I actually bartended at our local bowling alley bar and a local restaurant. And I just have to say, I never had the views that they had. They get to check out those beautiful ocean views throughout the day, keep the drinks flowing, and of course, keeping you happy is what it's all about. Now, one of the most popular venues here on board is Sid Norman's Poorhouse. What this is it's an entertainment venue and a bar. It's that classic club experience. You're gonna see behind me, you've got a full setup here with the stage. You're gonna have great music in here. They're gonna come in and rock out. Now, when they do have the shows, it does fill up pretty quick, and it's not a huge venue. Though I love the fact that it's not a huge venue because it really does add to the ambiance. Now, it's a little bit of funky, eclectic decor. You're gonna find all kinds of great pictures on the wall. You get a lot of that British punk scene in here, if you will, as well. Now, you're gonna have booths all around. You're also gonna have tables for 2 and 4 tucked around the back as well. And then it's gonna wrap all the way around to where you have the full bar. Now, once again, as I mentioned, this is a very popular venue. So you'll see on the program when they're gonna have the shows, you're gonna wanna get here early and you're gonna absolutely love it. Wrapped around the atrium on deck 8, you're gonna find a few of our favorite bar experiences. So right here, you're gonna find the martini bar. It's a little bit more sophisticated. They make some incredible martinis. Of course, shaken, not stirred. Just a little bit on the dirty side is my preference. You're gonna have lounge style seating on the far side along with a piano. Have some great ambiance here in the evening and some beautiful decor. Now, the bar wraps all the way around, but there's a great bar outside as well. And you could say, this is a place to chill, that's a place to warm up, but that's a place where it gets really cold. The Sky Ice Bar is an absolute blast, well, a chilly blast, if you will. We'll head in there in a second. Now, just outside of Shaker's Martini Bar, they also have a wonderful outdoor bar experience here as well. Now, once again, a little bit envious of those amazing views that the bartenders get. They're gonna have some delicious options, and they'll serve all along the waterfront area here. Now, a brand new concept with Norwegian is Sail and Sustain. This is where they take different food items, like maybe the rind of the watermelon that they're not utilizing for a product in one of the specialty restaurants, or banana peels, and they're gonna take them and make some incredible drinks. It's part of their future-looking, eco-friendly concept here, where they're trying to eliminate single-use plastics. That's why you won't find a plastic water bottle here on board. They have the Flow Water, which is a boxed water concept. Taking items like that, putting it together along with development with the industry in general, they're really trying to see the future. Now, for me personally, vacation is all about unique experiences that you may never try at home. And the Sky Vodka Ice Bar, in collaboration with Norwegian Cruise Lines, is one of those because, well, it doesn't exist anywhere else but on a cruise ship. So it's pretty cold in here. I'm not kidding, it's really cold in here. This is real ice. The whole concept behind it is to come in and have that really cool, unique experience. So of course, you can taste some different options from Sky with that Sky Vodka where they mix them up. You're gonna get a coat when you come in here as well. But all around, you have different things made of ice. In fact, I had them make the big chair for this big guy, so there we go. A chair made of ice, and well, it's good to be the king. Now, if you love seafood as much as I do, this trio of delicious restaurants is gonna be a perfect choice for you. Now the first one is the raw bar. Now this is kind of an oyster bar experience. They have much more than oysters here. You're gonna find lots of tapas style options. The crab toast, absolutely delicious, but frankly, everything I've tried there has been absolutely delicious. Now the raw bar is gonna wrap all the way around here, and like the name says, you're gonna eat right here at the bar. Now as we continue along, next stop is wasabi. Now those of you who know me know how much I love sushi. In fact, I've been known to stop by here a few dozen times on a cruise. Got the sushi chef behind there, whipping up all kinds of incredible options. You're gonna find all of your favorite sushi rolls. You're also gonna have a wide variety of sushi, sashimi, and nigiri that you can take advantage of. These are very, very popular options, so you're gonna wanna make sure and book them right away. Now, one of the things that I love about this is you also have the Ocean Blue restaurant. This is one of the most popular specialty restaurants on board. Usually, from my experience, this is the one that fills up the quickest. They're gonna have all kinds of delicious seafood options. Don't worry if your spouse loves seafood and you don't. They also have some great options from the turf as well. You can take advantage of that classic surf and turf with a lobster and of course a filet mignon, but they have a really wide variety here, a delicious menu option. And what I appreciate is in addition to all of the seating inside, so you've got the booths here, you've got the booths on the far side, tables for 2, 4, and larger groups as well. They're gonna have some great outdoor seating. You can really connect with the ocean. Why not eat sushi or sashimi, or of course, any of the delicious seafood options while staring at the place it came from. Now, I just wanted to take you outside to see what I was talking about with that outdoor seating. I know I've said it already, but the waterfront really did change the entire industry, and what you've seen from Norwegian is they've doubled down time and time again. So we were just on the brand new, incredible Norwegian Prima, and what you'll find is quite a bit more space, but as you look at the sister ships, the Getaway, and then as you move up all the way to the Joy, to the Bliss, the Escape, and of course the beautiful Norwegian Encore, they've doubled down on this space because it's become so popular. Now you're gonna have great outdoor dining areas, you've got some great bar spaces as well, and the other thing that's wonderful is you're gonna have lounge space all the way around. So if you wanna get a drink, check out the beautiful ocean views, you wanna dine out here and have that alfresco dining experience. It's really the best of all worlds, and it connects you to the sea unlike any other space in the industry. Now, another one of those great indoor-outdoor experiences, especially for those of you with a sweet tooth, is Dolce Gelato. Now, it's more than just a gelato shop, but I wanted to start there. So what you do is you head right on up to the bar here, and you're gonna find some delicious options. Now, this does come at an additional cost. Today, they have mango sorbet, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, of course, stracciatella, that's an Italian favorite, pistachio, gotta say it the Italian way, caramel, you've got white chocolate, raspberry, and Nutella. So sometimes they'll mix and match those as you go. But if you love good gelato, it is absolutely that. But in addition to that, they also have a sweet shop inside. Let me take you in there and show you what it's about. Now inside, you're gonna find some sweet delights. So you've got some great cupcake options here. Down below, you're gonna find a wide variety of macaroons, and they also have some delicious chocolates. So lots and lots of sweet options. In fact, a lot of our guests will buy some of these to take home with them. It's a great gift for those at home. Now, of course, if you're gonna have some chocolate, you gotta have some coffee as well. So they also have the ability to get some espresso, all with their partnership with Starbucks. Once again, everything in here does come at an additional cost. Like everything on this ship, there's always an amazing complimentary option, but if you wanna take it to another level, why not stop by and treat yourself? Now, if you love shopping, you're really gonna enjoy visiting Tradewinds here on board. There's a wide variety of different shopping options, and our guests love to take advantage of the duty-free prices. Of course, they have a wide variety of different alcohol, tobacco products. That's something that you're gonna find in a lot of duty-free shops, but you're also gonna have a large variety of jewelry. So you've got jewelry, you've got watches, you've got all of that over here. You can see they have the partnership with Effie, and then they're also gonna have the beauty shop just behind. This is where you can get cosmetics, perfumes. Once again, you can stock up on your favorite items at duty-free prices. Now, as we continue along, you have the Tides Boutique Shop. So this is where you can find different clothing items, some Norwegian logo wear, maybe a bathing suit, all the different items that maybe you just want to do a little bit of shopping and check it out, or you want to fill up, you can do that. They've got sunglasses as well. I always manage to lose or break a pair of sunglasses. I love that you can pick those kind of things up. Now, continuing along, you're gonna find the photo gallery. Now, photography is a big part of the vacation experience, and what I appreciate about this is they'll take your photo throughout the cruise if you want, when you're boarding the ship, around the ship, even on excursions and getting on and off. If you don't want, that's no problem whatsoever, but you can let them do the hard work with taking the photos. You can purchase them, either a print, or of course you can get them to get all the digital options, whatever you'd like. Now, in addition to those photos, you can also set up an appointment at the Perspective Studio. What that's going to allow is to do basically a photo setting. They'll do them around the ship. They'll do them in the studio itself, which is down on deck 6. But if you're looking for that perfect time to get the family together for portraits, maybe you have the whole family together for a big reunion, you want to get that perfect Christmas card photo, they'll do studio portraits as well. Now, as I walk through here, I just wanted to point out that they also have some retail items. Maybe you forgot some batteries for your camera. You took so many pictures that you filled up your SD card. You can purchase those. They've got some great binocular options as well. One last thing that I wanted to point out is those of you who are old school cruisers like me, you'll recognize what this is. So previously, in the old days of cruising, they would print out every single photo. You'd go through them, you'd pick out the one that you want, or maybe multiple ones that you want. Now it's all digital. It prevents a lot of waste, but also now it's really convenient. All you have to do is tap your cruise card here. It's going to show you the photos. You can pick one, you can pick all of them, and once again, you can get it on a flash drive to take it home, or they have special ways that you can print it on crystal blocks. They'll also be able to ship some of those options directly to your house. Vacation is all about making memories, and why not let somebody else do the hard work and capture yours? At the very aft, you're going to find 2 restaurants and the Prime Meridian bar right here in the middle. Now, this is a great bar to come, especially before you have dinner at either Cagney's Steakhouse or Moderno Churrascaria, but it's a great bar anytime. I love the setting here and, of course, the ambiance. Now, I mentioned Cagney's. Let's start there. This is the original classic Norwegian Cruise Line specialty restaurant. It's an unapologetic steakhouse, and if you love a steakhouse experience, you're really gonna love digging into Cagney's. Now, of course, named after the great James Cagney, this is that spot where you just get that classic experience. So you'll see they have an open kitchen concept on the far side there. I absolutely love that because when you walk through the door, you're gonna get the intoxicating smell of all of those wonderful steaks. They do have some seafood options here in addition to that, but what you're gonna find is the classic appetizers, and of course the mains are every single cut of your favorite steaks. Now you're gonna be able to go all the way back. I always like to ask for a table by the window, either in the aft window or the side window. They're gonna have tables for 2, 4. They also have some round tops and larger tables as well. Now, as we head further around here, I did wanna mention that they're also gonna have that outdoor seating area. Let's head out and see what that's all about. Now, once again, you can dine here on the waterfront. It's my favorite spot to be. They'll set all this up here in just a bit before dinner service. You can imagine those beautiful ocean views and a wonderful steak while you're sitting here with your loved ones. Now, on the port side, we had Cagney's, and on the starboard side, we have Moderno Churrascaria. If you're a carnivore, this is the spot for you. Now, it's a classic Brazilian steakhouse experience, which means you're gonna have a wide variety to choose from here with the buffet line. So they'll have all kinds of different small dishes, salads, things along that. You can come up and utilize that as often as you like. You're also gonna have plated appetizers and things that you can order from. But what it's all about is the meat. You're gonna find them bringing out all kinds of different cuts of beef and chicken. You also have some wonderful sausages. There's lots of different options. So what you do is basically you eat until you surrender. They've got a little thing where you can flip it over to green or red. If it's green, they're gonna keep that coming. You pick exactly what you want. You can stick with all one, or of course you can try every single kind. Now in here, you're gonna find similar style seating as you saw on Cagney's. You got tables for 2 and 4 that go all the way to the aft of the ship. You're also gonna have booth style seating on the side here and in the middle. And then you'll find as you wrap around, you've got a bit more seating as well. Now, just like Cagney's, you're also gonna have an outdoor area on the waterfront. Those are very popular, so make sure you let them know when you make that reservation. And again, when you come and you check in. Once again, 2 fantastic options here in the aft of the ship. But something I really love is the actual aft. We're gonna head out there. Let me show you what that's about as well. Now, as we head aft, I just wanted to point out these glass areas. So as you walk over them, and yes, you can look directly down and see the ocean. But another great feature of the waterfront is that you can wrap all the way around the aft of the ship. It's a great place to go when you're sailing away, or if you just want to go for a nice little walk. It's a wonderful walk back and forth. Now right here are the windows from the aft of those specialty dinings, but I just wanted to show you my happy place. Now keep in mind there's some incredible aft-facing suites and rooms and club balcony suites here on board. If you want to see all of those, we've got them on our channel, and your Harr travel expert is happy to guide you to the perfect choice. So now we're inside the theater, and that's exactly what this is. It's an incredible theater where you're going to find some fantastic productions. Currently, the production show here is 6, and I gotta tell you, if you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to. It actually debuted on the Norwegian Bliss. It's very popular on Broadway now. In fact, we love the soundtrack at home. I gotta say, it's a really catchy musical. It tells the story of Henry VIII, but the other way, from his 6 wives' perspective. And I gotta say, not the nicest guy in the whole wide world, but you'll find out a little bit more when you check out the show. So in here, they also utilize this space for different kind of educational options. They can also use it for different entertainment options as well. Some of those classic cruise ship games like the Almost Newlywed Show, things along those types of lines. But you're gonna find that this is a diverse entertainment option. Now you've got stadium style seating all the way up and down here. And then just behind me as you come in, you're gonna find the box office. Now you're definitely going to want to reserve your entertainment. Now keep in mind, you can reserve it at the box office, but there's also screens around the ship. Sometimes that's the quicker way to do it. Right when you get on board the ship, go ahead and reserve it. You're not gonna wanna miss this incredible production. And of course, they rotate those throughout. So whatever it is showing here, you're gonna absolutely enjoy that complimentary or included Broadway style entertainment. So now we're stepping into Ocean's Neighborhood Grill. Now this is that diner style experience. It's open for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late into the morning and evening. So you're gonna find here that you're gonna have all kinds of classic pub style dining experiences. I love having chicken wings at 2 in the morning, I just have to say that. But I also like coming down here with the family, maybe having some French toast for breakfast. So it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're gonna find that they have a diverse style of seating. So wrapped all the way around the corner, you're gonna have some booth style seating. You've got tables for 2 and 4 here, but it opens up and continues into the Ocean's pub area. Now I did want to point out that the atrium is right below. So you have bar style seating that wraps all the way around the atrium because they use that as a dynamic entertainment zone. They'll do game shows, they'll do movies and things along those lines as well. Now as we head further in, this is where you can really see that it turns into a pub. So you've got pub style seating here. You can also order off of the food menu. You're gonna have the extra large bar that goes all the way across the width of the ship. Now you've got some amazing bartenders here as well. They're gonna keep you smiling. They're gonna keep those drinks flowing. And they have a wide variety to choose from. Now virtually everybody on the ship that's an adult is gonna have that beverage package included. Once again, your Harr travel advisor can explain exactly what that means. But you can come by here, grab a drink, connect with friends, meet new friends, of course, as well, and really have a great time together. Now, in addition to being a pub and a bistro, you're gonna find that it's also a bit of an arcade. So they've got a pool table here. You're gonna have darts over on the far side as well. You've got some classic games like Ms. Pac-Man. You have some driving games. And then as we continue to head further back, you've got the claw style games as well as sharpshooter. Now, something that's unique about this ship, well, several of the Norwegian ships, is they also have a bowling alley of sorts. Now, it's not the full bowling alley that you're gonna find, but it's a lot of fun. You can see it over there with Highway 66. You also have some skee ball, some basketball games, and you even have some air hockey. So once again, this is more of an adult arcade area. You've got the bar, you've got the full restaurant experience as well. It's completely complimentary. And quite frankly, I wish every cruise ship in the world had an around-the-clock eatery like this. It's wonderful where you can sit, relax, dine, once again, complimentary and a la carte. Now, what would a cruise ship be without a casino? And the Norwegian Breakaway has a fantastic one. It's an absolutely massive casino. It wraps all the way around the atrium. Now, I did want to point out that all of this area is non-smoking. So you're gonna see they have a craps table. They've got 3-card poker. They've got blackjack. They've got roulette. They've got all of your favorite table games. And they also have an enormous amount of slot machines as well. You can do that classic Keno. Of course, you can do the handle slots. I always love to be able to pull down on those. And then you're gonna find a wide variety of the new age digital machines as well. Now, as we head further back, we're going right down the middle of the ship. They do have an ATM here. We do get a lot of guests that ask about that before you head on out for a shore excursion. There's a few of them throughout the ship. And then as we head further back, you're gonna find more of the casino games. Now, I did want to point out that it is important to understand that if you're having any issues with it, you definitely want to check with a crew member. You want to gamble responsibly because this is all meant to be a lot of fun. So as we head further back, you're going to find that you have more casino games here. It actually wraps all the way around to the far side as well. You've got more of the table games back here set just in front of the Noodles bar. I did want to say that you also have Bar 21 on the far side. That's part of the casino as well. All of this is part of the absolutely massive casino. Once again, something for everyone here on board. Now, as we head further back, you're going to find Shanghai's. This is that noodle bar concept here. It is also a specialty restaurant experience. There's such a diverse offering. I love that they have a wide variety of Asian options as well. So if you're looking for some of that classic street food, you love the ramens, this is a great spot for you. Just to the side of the casino, you're going to find the Bliss Ultra Lounge and Nightclub. So this really is a nightclub experience in the evening. It's going to be for adults only. You've got the full bar setup wrapped around here. You also have lounge style seating here. These really cool LED walls, but of course, right in the front, you're going to find the dance floor. Now you've got the DJ booth on the far side there where they're going to be spinning late into the night. And one of my favorite activities that they do in here is the silent disco. There's nothing cooler, I think, walking in, watching everybody rocking out, partying, having a good time, listening to different music that they like, but every once in a while it syncs up and you can really see how that all comes together. Now on the back side, they're also going to have more lounge style seating as well. And then I wanted to point out that this is one of those areas, if you are hosting a group on board during the day, you can utilize this for a meeting. In fact, I've had quite a few meetings in here over the years when hosting groups. Now the first of the complimentary main dining rooms that we're going to encounter is the Manhattan room. Now this is by far the largest. It's also another multi-use room, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. Now, as soon as you step in, you can see that it goes the entire width of the ship. It's a really large space, but as you head further aft, all of a sudden it opens up. So up above me on that side is Cagney's, just for point of reference. But as we head further in, you'll see that now the floor is wood. Now, this is meant to be basically paying homage to the 30s and 40s supper club. So this is the Manhattan room. And of course, in New York, that was an incredibly popular thing to get together for dinner and some entertainment. Now at the far side of the Manhattan room, they're gonna have a full bandstand. So they'll be playing music, it's some wonderful ambiance in here, and then you'll see it really does open up. So on the far walls, you're gonna have booth style seating where you can have 2, 4, or larger, and then as you move closer in, you're gonna find that you have some round tops, some other 2 and 4 top tables here as well. But what this is about is dinner and a show. Now, generally, once throughout the cruise, they'll do Burn the Floor. That's a special show that they produce just right here in the Manhattan room. But on every single other night, what this is another one of those complimentary specialty dining venues. But what it is on the other nights is this is another one of those complimentary dining venues. It's plated style seating. They'll have breakfast and dinner generally every single day, and then lunch on sea days. Now, what you're gonna find with this is, once again, that classic dining room experience on a cruise ship. From here, I think you can get a fantastic view of what it's all about. Once again, it's a large dining room here. You've got the windows looking down from up above from the specialties. You've got the bandstand, and of course, that dance floor. Now, another thing that you can utilize this for is if you're hosting a large group throughout the day when it's not necessarily in use for dining. It's a perfect venue for all kinds of different things. I used it for a travel agent event where we turned this into a bit of a showroom. But whatever it is that you're looking for, once again, a great dining option, complimentary, plated, and a la carte. Now down a deck, you're gonna find 2 more of the complimentary dining experiences. On one side of the ship, you find Savor. On the other side, you find Taste. And right in the middle is the Mix Bar. So this is that spot where you can go and you can dine generally for lunch and dinner each and every single day. Now, they have it set up right now where one side they do have a dress code required. The other side's a little bit more relaxed and freestyle, so you can choose whichever one you prefer. Now, I love to grab a drink here with friends before we head into dinner, and now we're gonna head into Savor first. As we do, you see they have a piano here, so they'll be playing that for some wonderful ambiance. Now, I have to say, if you haven't been on board Norwegian Cruise Lines in the last couple years, I've been blown away by their food quality. Now, as part of the partnership with Oceania and Regent, they do source a lot of it together, and I've really seen some incredible evolutions in their culinary team. Not just the specialty restaurants, but also the complimentary options as well. And what I love about dining on a cruise ship, it's that perfect opportunity to try new things. Now, what you're gonna see is maybe at a restaurant at home, you might not want to try that brand new thing because you don't want to pay for it, but here, once again, it is a complimentary option. It's included in the fare you've already paid. Now you're gonna find all kinds of different seating options. They've got booths like the one in the corner there. You also have tables for 2, 4, and they can even accommodate larger groups as well. Now, as we wrap around, you're gonna find that the restaurant continues to the far other side as well. Once again, this is that complimentary option, so you'll have no problems getting in. Now, I've stepped over to the starboard side of the ship where you're gonna find taste. Now, once again, it's a complimentary option. It's gonna be the same menu on either side. You pick which one you prefer, and you're gonna have a great dining experience. So it's quite expansive as well. It wraps all the way around to the far side, tables for 2, 4, and of course, they can accommodate larger groups as well. Now, as we head further forward, I wanted to walk you through the art gallery. Now, this is part of the collaboration with Park West Galleries. It's an auction house, and a lot of our guests do like to purchase art here on board. Now, you can take advantage of or participate in the art auctions, but you can also use this as an educational experience. You're gonna find some of our favorites from Brito, from Goddard. You've got Peter Max. Of course, there's a great partnership with Peter Max, especially on this particular ship. You can take advantage of the duty-free prices. Once again, get a bit of education, or you can just head to the art auction for some complimentary champagne. Their office is over here to the side. You can stop by and they'd love to share with you. Now we're gonna head into teppanyaki. Now this is one of my all-time favorite specialty dining experiences. Norwegian has done it incredibly for so long. Let's head in and see what it's all about. Now the teppanyaki experience is hibachi style dining. So you'll see here they have quite a few of the hibachi tables. You can utilize this as part of your specialty dining package. Of course, you can always upgrade that package to have more specialty meals if you like. But the reason my family loves it is it's a little bit of dinner and a show. So you're gonna be rocking out with the chefs. In fact, in some cases, they'll be singing "We Will Rock You." That's one of my all-time favorites. But they're gonna cook up fried rice. Who doesn't love fried rice? My daughter absolutely does, and I know we do. But they'll also have a variety of steak, seafood options. They also have chicken and things like that. So you can take advantage of a vegetarian option or whatever it is that you personally enjoy, but you're gonna enjoy that dinner and a show concept. If you've ever had it at home, you're sure to love it here as well. The chefs are part of the experience, and of course, the delicious Japanese style dining. Now, one of the things I did want to point out is this is one of the most popular dining options on board this ship, just like any cruise ship that offers it. So you're definitely going to want to pre-book this experience. Keep in mind that you're going to have access to it earlier if you're in the Haven. If you upgrade to one of those club balcony suites, you get it a little bit earlier as well. And then for everybody else, that opens up right at the 120-day mark. You want to make sure and book so you don't miss out. They do reserve some options here on board the ship. So if you didn't get it ahead of time, make sure as soon as you get on board, you head wherever they're doing the specialty dining reservations. Generally, it's in the Headliners Comedy Club, and book that for you and your family. So now we just stepped inside of Le Bistro. Now this is the classic French dining option here on board. Another one of the great legacy Norwegian options that guests love, and they brought it back on each and every ship they've had going forward. Now what you'll see is that classic French decor. See some homages to Paris. You've got the Eiffel Tower. You also have the entry into the metro system as well. Now they have a wide variety of wine options here. So you're gonna see that far cooler on the side. You also, as you step in, you're gonna have wine on either side because of course, if you're gonna have a delicious French meal, of course it's gotta be paired with some excellent wine. Now the sommeliers here on board do an amazing job. They also have a partnership with Clicquot where you can partner up or of course pair up your meal. Now they have all kinds of different classic French options, the French onion soup, of course my dad's favorite, the escargot, and I've got to give the dad joke in there, you know, what did the S-gas do? It did make the escargot. That's his all-time favorite, and he'll say it every single time we dine here, and I have to say we've dined here a few times. Now something unique about this restaurant is it's not on the waterfront where you have that true indoor-outdoor experience, but they've set it up to where you kind of do. So you're gonna have an outdoor area as well. That's gonna be on part of the walkway there, so it really does feel like you're at a Parisian city street, one of my favorite places in the entire world, and some of my favorite cuisine. So now we're inside Headliners Comedy Club. This is another one of those diverse venues here on board. And what I love about it is it's a place where you can go and just laugh. Laughter is such a wonderful part of vacation. To me, it helps you calm down, brings that blood pressure down, and of course, it's all about the camaraderie. So they're gonna have amazing comedians in here. Now, you definitely wanna stop by on the very first day. This is actually where they usually will do the specialty dining check-ins. You're also gonna have the opportunity to sign up for the comedy shows. They've got the full stage up front. You can see it set up here with all the tables and the chairs. You've got the full bar tucked over in the corner as well. Now, they can utilize this space for different kinds of meetings during the day, but once again, this is a comedy club. Now, you'll see just behind me, they actually have 2 pianos as well. One of the things that I absolutely love in here is the dueling pianos. So you'll see that they'll mix and match the entertainment throughout your time here on board. Now, the decor, they've got the faux brick all the way around, the signs, and I love that they have all these pictures of comedians. In fact, I think I see Ted Lasso over there, and it's Norm from Cheers. I think they might be a little bit related. But now, once again, it's just that place where you can go, you can laugh your head off with family and friends. And of course, late night, they'll do those special late night comedy shows as well. Whatever it is that you love, if you love comedy, you're gonna have a great time here. Now, as we continue to head forward, you're gonna find the atrium, and anchored right in the middle is the atrium bar. So they'll have bar style seating if you wanna sit here and have a drink, and they're also gonna provide drink service throughout the entire area. So to one side, you'll also find Starbucks. Now, Norwegian has a partnership with Starbucks where you're gonna find them on board all of the ships. This is a relatively new addition here, but when you step up, what you see is it looks exactly like your favorite Starbucks at home. So if you start your day with a Starbucks coffee, you can do that here as well. They've got the cafe area. They even have put in some chargers so you can sit and work a little bit if you will. But of course, you can have all of your favorite drinks, and they even have some snacks. Now, that does come at an additional cost, and it's not included in the beverage package. That's something important to understand. Now, over to the side here, in addition to the bar, they're also gonna have one of the wine stations here where you can use your card and you can select some great wine options. And then on the far side, you're also gonna see the internet cafe. Now, if you haven't upgraded your internet package before you got on board, you can stop by here. They'll guide you through that. They'll also answer your questions about how all of that works. There's even some computer stations if you want to use theirs, though most guests do bring their own on board, whether it's your phone, laptop, iPad, or tablet. You can utilize that here while you're cruising. Now, on the middle of it, you're gonna find the main part of the atrium. Now, up above, you'll see Oceans looking down, and right in the middle, you have the large screen TV. Now, it's absolutely massive. It's a huge LED screen. They're gonna do movies in there. They'll do game shows here. They'll do all kinds of fun activities. You can think of this a bit like the hotel lobby, but it's more than that. It's an activity zone as well. So they have different kinds of seating. You're gonna see the sofas, the high back chairs, the small cocktail tables here, and then you've got more wrapped all the way around the dance floor. So once again, this is part of that entertainment zone. So you're gonna find that you have the dance floor, you'll have all the games. It's a lot of fun to be had. Right here to the side, you're gonna find a piano. Once again, throughout the day, they'll have different styles of ambiance, but this is a great place where you can gather together. Now, I spoke about this being a little bit like that hotel lobby bar area. You're gonna find this is where you have all of the guest services. So first up is restaurant reservations if you wanna change or make one of your specialty dining reservations. In addition to doing it the first day in Headliners, you can do it here as well. You can also do it on the screens, and I'll take you over there in a second. Next up is guest services. This is the purser's desk here on board. This is where they do everything to do with money, questions about your room, things like that. Now, my high recommendation is if you can avoid it on the very first day of the cruise and the last day of the cruise. It does get a little bit more crowded because those are the times when people generally utilize it. But if you need to settle up a bill, change your credit card out, or you just need some questions answered, oftentimes a little bit later in the day on the first day or earlier in the morning on the last day or anytime throughout the cruise, there's a few less people there. Now you have your onboard credit desk where you can take advantage of any questions about onboard credit. You also have some more seating areas here. And next up is the cruise consultant. Now when our guests go on board, most of them do purchase Future Cruise certificates. You can see here they have all kinds of different promotions. Keep in mind you can buy them specifically for the Haven. They have a little bit higher value. You can also purchase them for others. And when you get home, all you have to do is just let us know. We can work with you to then book your next cruise, and you can take advantage of some great upgrade options that you can only get while you're here on board. Continuing along, you're gonna find the shore excursions desk. Now, so much about going on the cruise is the destinations that you visit. Now, we always recommend that you pre-book your shore excursions. Of course, your Harr travel advisor can let you know about some custom options as well, depending on what you're looking for. But they're gonna be able to answer your questions because most of them have done several of the shore excursions. They try to get them out in the destinations so that they can answer your questions. You can also make changes here as well. Now, one last thing that I wanted to point out in this area are the reservation screens. Now, they have these throughout the entire area. All you have to do is slide your key card in there. You're gonna tap the screen. It's gonna tell you all kinds of different things. So if you wanna click on dining, all you have to do is click on there, and then you're gonna be able to make actual dining reservations. I don't have my key card with me now, but what you can see is up and down. It'll tell you what's filling up, what has plenty of room, what may be sold out there, but you can make reservations right here. You can also map it and find out what it's all about. In addition to specialty, you can also see complimentary options. In addition to the dining, you can also check out the entertainment and you can make reservations. Now, they hold back some reservations for right when you get on board. So a lot of times people will just go to the screens. You can make the rest of your reservations right here. The one tricky thing is you got to keep in mind that you need everybody to be on board in order to make reservations for them. But throughout the cruise, you can see, hey, it looks like taste is pretty full. Maybe I'm going to go to savor. You can also see what's available if you want to change one of your reservations or make a new one. Now, when we were up in the photo gallery, I mentioned perspectives. Now, this is the photo studio. So you can sit down, collaborate, and plan exactly what you're looking like for the setting. Of course, this is where you're gonna start, and then you'll head right into the studio. They've got all the backdrops, they've got all the professional lighting. Once again, what a perfect place to get the whole family together for that photo sitting that I know my family always struggles to find time for at home. But you can walk off the ship with some incredible images, some memories, and of course, that perfect Christmas card photo. Now, on deck 6, you're also going to find 2 conference rooms. It's actually got a collapsible wall so they can open it up. Now, there's lots of places on board, I've talked about that, where you can set up meetings, and of course, we're happy to coordinate your group for you. But I just wanted to point this one out. You can see it's one setup. They can do it classroom style, any way that you'd like. You can collaborate for an incredible meeting at sea. Next up is the library and card room. This is where you can gather together to have some fun. You've got several different card tables here. They also have a library where you can check books out, or they have a book exchange. Well, some of my favorite books that I've ever read, I've picked up on a cruise ship, may not have gotten them in a bookstore or at home, but I picked them up, I loved it, found some of my favorite authors that way. Now, all the way forward on deck 6, you're gonna find the Spiegel tent. What you'll see here is it's set up a little bit like a circus tent. It's all the way up on the top there. You've got a high ceiling. You also have a stage in the round. So it's just another one of the great entertainment venues here on board. All of our guests that have experienced it have really enjoyed it. First off, thank you so much for spending your time with us today here on board the beautiful Norwegian Breakaway. It's a namesake of an entire class of ships that has changed the industry, and I'm sure you can see why. All the amazing dining venues, the entertainment venues, the rooms, the suites, the amazing haven. Of course, you can see all that on our channel as well. But most of all, when you're ready to make the Norwegian Breakaway your home away from home and have an incredible vacation of a lifetime experience, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel or book it right on harrtravel.com. We know we can help craft the cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way.